and then we're going to go into the Zera Shimshon. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the thousands of people, all the ones that's viewing via the internet, via the media, Be'ezrat Hashem, Facebook, Face Up, Face Down, WhatsApp, What's Down, Be'ezrat Hashem, TikTok, Instagram, Ish, America, OG, Rabotai. We have here a special guest, distinguished guest, a guest that always they're there for us. But Olam will pay them the same way that they're for us. The God is going to be with you. Yosef Meirov, the brother of our very own brother Israel, Rahmat Kuna Eliezer, Ben Angela Cohen, Mishpachat Meirov, that this shiur, Daniel Meirov took upon himself for so many years and will continue for the until 120. That this shiur is for his memories, for this shiur is gift, for Shamayim, gift to him in heaven, that's going to go higher and higher. And Yosef, that his name is Yosef. Yosef meaning to extend, to add. Yosef Hashem li ben acher. When Yosef came to the world, the name Yosef came from is not good enough. I want another one. The boy is so good. Give me another one. Baruch Hashem. This is the coffee with the balagan, and this is the water to balance. If this is so, Moreh Rabotai, Yosef Hashem Alachem Kachem, God will pay Yosef that everything that you have will have more. Listen to this, David. I'm going to share with you something that you never heard before. I got it in a text message. Yes, לרפואה שלמה של הבובן מזל טוב, ומזל טובה, וגם כן אנג'לה בת ראי רחל, אין נערפן עליהם, אין נערפן עליהם, בכל רמ"ח, בכל איבריהם, בכל גידיהם, בתוך שאר חולה וחולות עמו ישראל, ונאמר אמן. שלמה, if you're going to hear it once again, you're going to play like the first time you heard it. Don't make me balagan. Listen to this. I got the text message. You know my phone is not working. So somebody sent it to me in a text. The author of this idea is Winston Churchill. Winston Churchill in England was the chief of command. Later on he became the president. Was one of a kind. He was very brilliant. He said, I prefer when I wish people good luck, when I wish people be healthy, have a long life, be happy, having a wife. He said, I prefer not to wish nobody health or wealth, only luck. Because most of the people that was in the Titanic had unlimited money, and most of them was very healthy. But only few of them got survived. You know, he said, I wish you luck. I don't wish you not wealth and not this, because it's nothing's going to help you. When we say luck, we're talking about Borei Olam. That Borei Olam will give you the mazal, the success that you need. If this is so, when you're thinking about it, how right is this Western Churchill statement? How right is that? You know, in September 11, how many stories happened September 11 that people save, not because they had no money, not because they're sick, no, just simple. It was one of the big boss of a huge office in the top floor. Do you know why he got saved? Because in that day, he took his own son, his wife argued with him. Today I'm not taking the child. Today I'm not taking the child to the kindergarten. You take him. Because he took his son to the kindergarten, he came late, and the rest is history. Second one, it was a man that got stuck in a line. How many times in the store you get stuck in a line for donuts, for something? Sometimes the store is packed, and you're so upset. Why here? Why there? It was a man that got stuck in the line because of the donuts. He saved his life from going here to work. Another story. One guy got saved because of the traffic. He got in from New Jersey, and it was packed. And you know what you're doing? You're blessing the whole world. You're blessing the driver before you. You're blessing you bless the mother and the grandmother. And Rahmat Kuna, Bibi Kolon, 3 generations. You always bless him when you get stuck. And his life was saved because he got stuck. It was a man that got saved because he was drinking coffee. How do you call it for macchiato coffee, America. He was drinking macchiato. He was not so careful. The macchiato fell down in the shot. He had no choice. He had to go back home. I believe that he blessed the whole entire world, included himself, crossing right and left, and he changed this when he went back. The twins was gone. He got saved. He was a man that went into a car, and his car was old car. He tried to open the engine. The engine did not open. And again, you being upset. My bad mazal. I have ainara, negara. Rabbi, if you can make a $5, $10, garlic, tomato, cucumbers, make something. Make me black magic, red magic, blue magic. Most likely he was so upset. And because the engine was not working, his life was saved. Listen to all of them is a real story. Real story. One of the stories, listen to this. A man bought a brand new shoes. And not always the shoes, especially if you order from Amazon, you don't know exactly the measurement. Maybe it was too tight. And he was walking for 25 minutes. His flash was ripping. He stopped in a pharmacy to buy a plaster, to buy bandit, in order to put it until he's going to go to change the suit. And because of that, he was saved. From a minute that I heard these stories, I realized now that I get stuck in the traffic, when I miss the elevator, when I forget something at home and need to go back, now that when I wake up in the morning and the morning is not organized, maybe it's not because bad mazan. Maybe just God want to save me from something bad to happen. So next time, ladies and gentlemen, when something bad happened to you, just smile. God is talking to you.
It's a delay happening for you, not to you.
100%. God saving your life. So you're going to react all completely different. Now you will never get upset. Now your wife asks you to take the child, you're going to do it when you're singing. Hashem, Yitbarach, Tamid. When the engine is not going to work, you're not going to curse. The one that sold me the car, he was crooked. Nothing. Nothing happened to you. It happened for you. 100%. It's a way that God is talking to you. And next time when you wish a person, don't wish him health, don't wish him happiness. Tell them, may God will be with you. May God will share with you the right mazal. Because in the right mazal is included Shalom Bait, is included children, is included everything, all what you need. Is God to be in your side. What a beautiful message, huh? What a beautiful. Powerful, huh? For Thursday night. No. Mazal meaning God is in your life. Who is the one that give you mazal? Mazal is not coincidence. They call it mazal. We call it divine providence. Divine providence meaning ashgacha pratit. Is no mistakes in the guy that bought the shoes and he was tight. There was no mistakes from the guy that got stuck in the store in line to buy donuts. There was no mistakes for the guy that his battery. They call it mazal because they don't want to admit Borei Olam is exist. Beautiful. Mazal. Do you know what mean mazal? Mazal meaning, you know why mazal? They call it mazal. So why we call it mazal? Mazal is from the word nozel, liquid that coming from up to down. How do you call this? The liquid is nozel, something that come from above to under. They call it mazal.
Questions afterwards.
Yes.
But a story that the Bible wrote in the morning. But the Jewish men could say before the slickles, because they got to work that day late. Which was slickles. That's what saved them.
Baruch Hashem.
They came on time, they
Baruch Hashem. Amazing. Whatever, Rabbi, listen to this. The first is Zera Shimshon, and then we're going to move into the second. We're going to see, maybe you're going to be able to make the two strong messages, and one of them is bonus. Ephraim, listen to this. V'diglo alai ahava. Today we're going to teach you the secret, how to have a perfect life, how to be happy, and everything, especially in Shalom Bayit. I believe that I spoke endless time about these tips, this advice. But to see it from the Zera Shimshon in such a beautiful ways. Zera Shimshon have a way to explain things and to make it, to simplify it. You like the English? Yeah. Simplifies items. to take something that's so deep and to make it so simple that even a child in a young age can understand. Listen to this. The Pasuk said, Parashat Midbar, each tribes have his own degel. Degel meaning flags. The same way that we have 70 nations, we have 70 flags. The flag of Mexico, the flag of Canada, yet very soon Canada joined, the flag of United States, the flag of Israel, the flags. Everybody have a flag. You know when the first flags came? The first flags came only to the Jews. Goyim never had flags. Like usual, everything that we had, the Goyim copyright. But because they are copied, they're never original. The Goyim made Sunday to be their own Shabbat. When exactly happened? Happened only 2,000 years ago. Muhammad took Friday because they didn't want to take Shabbat. But we are the original, over 3,000 years. We are the one, 3,400 years. We are the one that accept Shabbat on Mount Sinai and even before. We accept Shabbat, right? So we had a day of rest, completely rest, and they copy us. We had the Bible, so they made New Testimony, they made the Quran, they copy us. So the Goyim wants to copy us in the flags. But why is so important the flag? I will take it to the Shimshon right. How do you know that it's important? When the Torah came down, when God brought the Torah, 220,000 carriage, horse and wagon, not physical horse, spiritual horse, came with the angel, 220,000. Unreal. And all the angels, each one of them came with his own flag. The Jewish nation saw it, they said, wait. So beautiful to see the flag. Boy, when I want to have the same flags. Please give us flags. I don't understand. What's the point of the flags? Why is it so important to have a flag? Why the Jewish? Man, because it's beautiful. This is the reason the Jews saw flags. You go into United Nation, you see so many flags. I don't know if it's beautiful. I claim that not only is that beautiful, it make you headache. See, some people they come with the t-shirt in the morning, shacharit, that have a lot of merubaim. How do you say it? Pattern. You look at them, you cannot pray. In your eyes. Why? He came one day, hopefully, B'ezrat Hashem. It took me 1 week to relax. My eyes is like this until now. You cannot. Why flags? You know what you mean to see? 220,000 flags? I don't know what the Jews said. I would say, God, don't give me any flags. I don't want to see. I saw flags until the rest of their life. 6,000 years, I don't want to see flags. And the Jews demand, they said, God, please give us a flag. And the question is why? The Zera Shimshon give a profound explanation. And he explained, Rabbi says, beautiful. He said, what's the job of a flag? Flag is to do what is your mission in this world. When you have a flag, you remind yourself, I am this color and not this color. I belong to this country and not this country. My language is like this and not like this. Meaning, I know my mission in this world. And I don't bump into your mission. This is your flags and this is my flags. A minute that you know what is your position, by the way, in marriage, 90% of Shalom Bayit problem is when the wife doesn't know her role in the marriage and the husband doesn't know his role. When I made renovation in my house, when the Almighty God helped me to make renovation, many men in our community getting involved and fighting with the wife. I said to me, all the designs and how did the house is looking, I like it, I don't like it, I'm a guest anyway. Is you're in charge. My job is to pay the bills, to be a messenger of God to pay the bills. Your job is to decide, make pictures, do whatever. I do not want to get involved. I like old-fashioned houses, like Bukharan and even older. I love this London, especially France, old-fashioned. The gardens, they have old houses that most of you will not. I'm in love with this old. I love old. Agent, eBay, Craigslist, anything that is old. I love this. You like Amazon, everything new, everything. My wife love modern. Modern, modern. She love modern. She love everything unique, clean, balagan. I like it. My house is what? Modern or old? Had nothing to do with old. Everything. Why? Because this is not my role. My role is not to I know my job is in marriage. I know my role, my role in the marriage. If you know your role, and your wife know the rules, and education of children, and working, and cleaning the house, and baking, you know what's going to happen? Your life is going to be perfect. If you know the role being a son, and your father know the role being a father, you will never cross the rule. The problem in our generation, the children become so chutzpanim, answering back and fighting. Do you forget who is the parents, who is not? I had a discussion last week with a child, a son, and a father. He's not a child. He's adult, very much adult. He's married, and he's in front of the face of his father. If my father want to respect him, he have to respect me. Did I become chief rabbi? I don't know. I said, excuse me, where do you find the Shulchan Aruch, the obligation of a father to respect his son? Yes, the father have to be a mensch. But where do you see obligation in the Shulchan Aruch? Yosef, it's no obligation. Your parents do not have to respect you. So this is being a mensch. This is the regret, but it's no obligation. A son have or a daughter have completely obligation. You forget what's the position. You make your father equal to you. I mean, it doesn't talk to him for a few years. Nothing. I don't understand. Who is the father? Who is the... When you forget your role, is when all the balagan happen. God gave the angels the flags. Say shalom b'mromav. It's always peace in heaven. It's always peace between Gabriel, Michael, and Raphael. Why that they don't have John Ganuzi? They don't have fight or Chekanuzi? Why they don't have Lashon Hara? You know why? Because each one of them have a flags. And each one of them know, I'm doing only my job. I'm not going to interfere. This is your house. This is your house. This is your wife. I will never try to take your wife away. Because this is your wife. This is your car. This is your business. This is your customer. Forget about it. I'm not going to steal your customer because I know this is not mine. Flags. Flag remind us. Remember what is your own. So what's the benefit of remember? Then you're always going to have shalom. And if you're going to have shalom, Zera Shimshon, right? Or say shalom, right? Hashem was na'amo yitin, Hashem yevarech et amo. So if you want to have beracho, Yeshua, parnaso, atzlacha, what do you have to do? You have to be in shalom. And the only way to be in shalom is to have a flag. Because beautiful, huh? What does Zera Shimshon? What does Zera Shimshon? And this is what they said. One of the 48 requirements. To get the Torah, we have 48 requirements, 48 steps, 48 stores, 48 floor in the buildings. And 49, you're getting closer, and 50 is the highest level. But to get Torah, we have 48 kinyanim. You have to do 48 requirements. To get a wife, you have to do maybe 3. Major one, and they give you a pen and they ask you to pick it up. You have to sign the ketubah. You have to go with your wife to, after the weddings, or before doing the weddings, to a room. Certain things that you have to take the inuna, to put the inuna. Certain things that you have to do. To acquire Torah, you need to do 48 acts. And one of them is listen to this. Amakir et mekomo. Wow. I wish you know Hebrew. You know what means makir et mekomo? That you're smart enough to know where is your space. Where is your spot? That you don't forget what is your spot. A minute that you forget, you'll be fired from the business in 3 seconds. Why? Not because you're chutzpan, because by you being chutzpan, you're proving that you forget what's your job. I'm the boss. I'm paying you the salary. Yes, it's all Hashem, but I'm the messenger of God. And if you're working for me, they have rules and regulation. In yeshiva, they have rules and regulation. In yeshiva, when the boys do not act in a certain way, they don't want to kick you because because you forgot your own. You're not the principal. You're not the father and mother. Flags. One of the greatest things that we do, one of the greatest things that God did, one of the greatest things that God did is המבדיל בין קודש לחול, בין אור לחושך. The light and the days separated. The sun have a role to be only during the days, and the moon have a role to be only at night. Did you ever saw the sun at night? Except the story of Rabbi Shimshon and few tzaddikim, Yehoshua ben Nun, that stopped the sun. Rabbi says, did we ever saw the sun decides to change the rule? Now, I don't like the day. I want to come at night. It's more romantic. Jonam Bazam. And at night, when everybody's making balagan, I want to shine. All the averot, they doing it because of the moon. If I was there, nobody will do averot. I'm coming at night. If open, I'm coming. You cannot do averot. Open the light. No, never happened, right? 6,000 years, it never happened. Because it's a peace. That's it. You know your position. The water and the land have peace agreement. When we break the peace agreement, they break in their peace agreement. The Mabul happened because people stole money. What's the connection? One time, you remember this explanation, Daniel? During one of the mornings? What's the connection, Shlomo? You remember this explanation? Why they said, Vatemale haaretz Hamas? Hamas is not only this low life. Hamas is stealing. Hamas stole the land and they claim that the land belonged to them. They stole the Arabs and they're killing all of them. They don't care. This is what Hamas is stealing. So a minute before God made the flood, a minute before the water went over the land and took over, the Pasuk said, what? Everybody stole money. Why stealing money cost the Mabul? Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. Listen very well. Stealing money is one of the worst averot that you can do. You know why? Because the devil cannot touch you. The devil not allowed to punish, or any angel for that sake, not allowed to punish any Jews, no matter which averot. Why? He is an angel and you're a human being. In Olam Haba, after 120, when your soul is going there, only then you're going to go to Gehenna, to Gan Eden, or to any place. But in this world, nobody allowed to punish you. So you're going to ask me, Rabbi, how come people punish? You know what the Gemara said? Every time you see somebody punished, and his business, and his shalom bayit, and his life, is because of one avera and one avera only. Which avera? Not one avera. But that avera cost all the other averot, and then you can get punished. Which avera? Gezel kofetz barush. Stealing money, jumping above all. When we finish Yom Kippur, what do we say? And Nihila, they must put it. Borei Olam chatanu. Our hands stole money. Why you mention in Nihila to do teshuvah about stealing money? Why not to make teshuvah in Kibbudurim, to make teshuvah in keeping Shabbat, kashrut that you ate, unkosher, shmirat ha'einayim that you... Why stealing? Gentlemen, listen to this. Ladies, listen to... Why, what the message? This is the message of the Zera Shimshon today. Know your border. Know your place. Remember, what's your job? You know how important is that? None of us remember what's our place. What's our position? Know your place. What do we see it? A thief. A man that the person steal money. You know what the person did? He forgot about the flag. He took money that doesn't belong to him. How do we call it? He broke the border. The boundary. Or the border. Yes, but the boundary. He broke the boundary. Or he broke the border. It was a border. God made border. God blessed Yosef to have his money in his car. Imagine yourself, I decided to switch the car without even asking him. I took his car. In this moment, the devil come and said, Rabbi, God, the condition is that doesn't apply to me anymore. I'm not allowed to touch human being because he is an angel. I'm an angel and he's a human being, right? So I cannot go to this world and punish somebody. But the minute that he broke the boundary, I can break my boundary. The water said, a minute that everybody stole money, before the flood, the time of Noah, everybody stole money. The water said, I'm sorry. The boundary doesn't apply anymore. Because they broke boundaries, we break boundaries. If you will never break boundary, you will never be punished. If you're going to be honest in business, you become untouchable. Shabbat, kashrut, olam haba, after 120 years, definitely you're going to be count for this sin. But not in this world. Do not break boundary. Do not break the border. Remember the Jews saw so much peace. They saw the love. They saw the presence of God. Said, God, we want to have this flag. The Goyim didn't get this flag. They don't deserve it. They didn't receive the Torah. But the Jews and Matan Torah, Borei Olam give them a flag. What a beautiful message. Huh? Second message. Second message is, come to Zera Shimshon and write, a minute that we receive the Torah, a minute that the Jewish nation in the holidays of Shavuot, Bamidbar Sinai, וידבר השם אל משה במדבר סיני. בורא עולם spoke to Moshe and to the Jewish nation where? In the desert of Sinai. What exactly happened in Sinai? Matan Torah, beautiful. Matan Torah. So a minute that God spoke to why Matan Torah? What exactly happened? If somebody asks you a question, why the Goyim hate us? What's the reason that the Goyim hate us? Fast. What's the reason?
We're the chosen one.
No, not because of Jews.
The chosen.
Okay, chosen, beautiful. They claim that there's. But Bamidbar Sinai. You know, one of the interpretation of Chazal, the Gemara said, you know why we call it Sinai? Milashon Sinha. Sinha meaning hate. Completely hate. And this moment that we receive the Torah, the Goyim hate us endless. Is no logic. That hate came from Shamayim. It's no logic because, okay, you hate me for this reason. Okay, next generation, over 3,000 years. בכל דור ודור עומדים עלינו לכלותנו. Every generation is a different name of a nation. Russia, Ukraine, German, Babylon, Greek, Persia, Arabs, Spain. I mean, 99% of Europe. Any place you want, Columbia University, Yale University, Harvard University, any place you want. Why do you hate us so much? Today I'm going to reveal the few 100,000 viewers. The reason that they hate us is Torah. Why? Okay, we got the message. You told me, Rabbi Vaknin, mountain of Sinai is Sinai, hate. But why? Why Sinai? Anyone that knows the answer will get free dinner for 2 people, sponsored by no other, Yosef Miru Kappa. He's in a good mood, let him sponsor. Be'ezrat Hashem. What's the answer? I'm giving you 10 seconds. What's the answer? Why? Shlomo, why did they hate us because of the Torah? What did the Torah do? I will tell you something.
Wait, you have a minute to answer?
Yes.
Anybody?
We have Ash?
Anybody can answer.
If nobody answer, the rabbi and his wife, Junam Bazam next week.
Wisdom.
I do not want to repeat it. Because I want to go with my wife to dinner.
Is it because they couldn't accept it themselves? They couldn't accept the Torah themselves?
Wisdom, beautiful, wisdom. They cannot accept it themselves. Okay, beautiful. Because God came to them and beautiful. Not yet, not. This is, they passing through. How do you call it? I'm not going to say expensive. I'm going to say, no, this restaurant and dinner, how do you call it? A Pisgah, he's going to drive next to the Pisgah. He's going to wait and continue. Almost, beautiful, but almost. But almost is not good enough. The question is why the Goyim hate us? And the answer is because of the Torah. So the question is why?
The question is, I'm sorry.
Zera Shimshon Thursday night, gentlemen.
The answer is, we have to accept the Torah. It's a mitzvah to accept the Torah that the Hashem is giving us the Torah. I think that.
I understand, but why? Why the Torah made?
In order for us to learn how to love, we have to learn how to love.
Oh,
Deep. The stake is deep, but you didn't get it.
we have to have the Torah.
That's it.
We have to have the Torah for so we could have laws. The Torah is a law.
I will tell you why.
Huh?
Listen to this. It's so disappointed to know that you are the best. No, he's so disappointed in life. No, you are the best. You are the best. 100% you're the best. You are a Jew, servant of God, you are completely best. But in life, imagine yourself, you thinking that your business is the best. And your service is the best. And everything that you do is the best. Until you have your friends that he took the same business to a different niche. And he's doing it 10 times better. And the service is 10 times better. And everything. Every time you see him, you see, wow, man, I'm so bad. So when you see him, what do you see? You see that you're bad. That you're not professional, that you're not. It's embarrassment. Embarrassment to see it. Decent people will be embarrassed, and most of us will hate the guy that proven us that we are so wrong. Until Matan Torah, God gave the Goyim 7 mitzvot. Easy to make. And they're going for it. We are complete. This is the Maharal Miprag. In a second, we're going to get to the Zera Shimshon. We are complete vessel. We are the best vessel and we are complete. And then Matan Torah came. And what Matan Torah gave? 613 plus 7. Together 620 mitzvot. 620 is no coincidence. The word keter, you know what keter? Crown. How do you write keter? Chaf. Taf fresh. You know how much is that? 620. Borei Olam said the Jewish nation will put crown in your head. In this moment, the goy that thought that he is perfect. It's like you live in a town and you have $1 million and you're the only one in the town and everybody came to you and bend over. They call you the president, vice president, they give you respect. Everybody come to you, you're tzaddik. All the rabbanim of the yeshiva would come to you, you are kvod harav. They give you unlimited kavod and you're going in, wow. Not 1 million, 10 million, okay? And then one day, a new rich man moved to town and he owned $7.5 billion. Wow. מה זה 10 million? It's a joke. I'm not only not the best. I'm a broken vessel. I'm a poor man. Now everybody look, excuse me. Ani, everybody come to give you charity. How many before they ask you? Now, what exactly happened? Nothing happened. Just, you're going to hate this man. We are the face of the Goyim to remind them how much they are broken vessel and how much we are perfect compared to them. They have long, no, the embarrassment is to remember. To have a person in life that always reminds you. Tell me, if a person will catch you, God forbid, cheating, and he never told your wife, but you know that you know, and every day in morning he's coming to pray shacharit next to you, and he's looking at you. Hashem, Hashem. Now, until he came, nobody knew that you're stealing money. Nobody knew that you're cheating. You did Shema Yisrael 25 minutes. Tzaddik, tzaddik. Wake up in the net, kapara, net, Shema. And then this guy came. And he said, he looked at you and he said, Shema, betach Shema, betach Shema. Last week you said Shema in a different place. לא עלינו. בדיוק, מה זה? Honest, you give it. Is you gonna like the guy or you gonna hate him? You see the analogy? Brilliant. You see the analogy? We are the face of this guy that know that the Goyim, they don't even the 7 mitzvot they don't. And we have 613, perhaps. How much we have? Only 7. And you thought that you're so great. You know how long you're gonna have to get to us? Why? If this is so, come the Zera Shimshon and write. Borei when they're going. In the end of the days, the Midrash writes that God will ask the Goyim to give them a book of Yochasim. You know the book of Yochasim? Yochasim is lineage, meaning your parents, your grandfather. When you're coming in to get married, usually my job is to ask you, did you have the ketubah of your parents? Did you have something to do with your grandparents? Can I call Rabbi Shimon or Rabbi Yeshua or Rabbi Babai just to ask him if they know your family from Bukhara? Why? To know if you're a Jew. But some family, they don't ask if you're a Jew. They ask if you're prestige. That you come from Rashi HaKadosh. That you come from Maharal Miprag or Baal Shem Tov. It's a special respect. The only kavod that the Kohanim have is not necessary because they are great. I mean, they are great, but not necessary. Because you came from our own accord. Different lineage. Every time you go to the 5th floor, here in the center, what do you see picture? Rabbi, don't look at me like this. My Babo Kolon. My grandfather was the Moel. He was the Sandok. My sandok. I love it with Bukharin there, and you know, they love sandok. My sandok. You see this rabbi in Bukhara? Rabbi Chizkiah Keiko. My family. How did he get to your family? I don't know, but you're going to find Bukharin, the expert. He's causing his 15 minutes to explain how to But you feel in English, huh? Come the Almighty God and said to the Jews, we have a book of Yochashim. What is our book? Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, and all the 12 tribes. We have amazing books. The Goyim have no books. He said, who's your parents? That they have, that it's. Come the Zera Shimshon and said, what's it have to do with the parents? What did they have to do with the parents? Listen to the explanation of the Zera Shimshon. Slow, listen. Wow, what a lucky we are. This Thursday night is Ash. What a lucky. Come the Zera Shimshon and explain. In the end of the days, when God is going to call the whole entire world, anyone that kept Torah mitzvot, come here and get paid. Now is the time to pay. Millions, come and get paid. Yeah, anything you want. The Goyim will be the first one to stand. So Almighty God said, I'm sorry that you kept Torah mitzvot. I said, no. So why are you standing here? He said, yes, but we didn't keep it, but at least we help the Jews. We send them weapons, we protect them, we send the sheep, the waters. We did many things. We built bridges over there. We brought IBM and Microsoft and Intel and Amazon to Israel to find. We did many things. And Borei Olam will tell them, sorry, you're wrong. You didn't do it for the Jews. You did it because you have a personal interest. You don't get credit for your personal interest. If you did it to the Jews and the Jews study Torah because of you, it's amazing. You become a vessel of the Jews. You didn't do it. You did it because you know that the Jews will make your company even greater. So you did it for your own personal needs. So they said, okay, so what do we need to do? He said, to keep the application. And God will tell him, between you and me, you had only 7. Only 7. And 90% of the Goyim do not even keep this. 7. They know how to open a store that costs 7-Eleven. But to keep the 7, they don't know. Unreal. 7. So they're going to come and say, God, dear God, the Jewish nation also do not keep. 90% of the Jews also do not keep the 613 mitzvot that they got. And what's the answer of the Jews? We have a book for our forefathers. And even if we didn't keep Abraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov, Moshe Rabbeinu, Aaron kept everything. So at least we have parents that help us. And all the reward that we get is because of this book. Because of that, every tefillah when you start, what's the first word of every tefillah? Baruch atah Hashem Elokeinu Elokei Yitzchak Elokei. Why you start with the parents? Why you don't say Elokei Baruch, Elokei Shimon, Elokei this? What's it? And the answer is they are perfect. When you come to make a request, therefore, parnaso, atzlacho, chatuno, anything that you need, you have to come with zechuyot. What zechuyot we're going to come? Speaking Lashon Hara, speaking doing the tefillah all day long. Coming into a synagogue and do not respect God in his own house. What exactly are you coming in? Barely you wake up in the morning and you make a favor. You say, Rabbi, don't push it. I'm coming once a week. Enough is enough. Let my people go. I cannot be religious. But to make money, if I offer you money, every morning, if I offer you every morning $100, 6 o'clock in the morning, $3,000 a month, $36,000 a year, are you going to wake up at 6 o'clock? מה זה 6? כבוד הרב, 4:30? I'm already in the place, 4:30. מה זה, מיקי מאוס כפרה. That I need to convince you to wake up. Forget about money. If I will offer you to meet the President of the United States, 3 o'clock in the morning, you're going to come ready with the selfie sticks, Malaga. You're going to get, you don't sleep for 2 days. Borei Olam said, you come in every morning to have meeting with me. And you have a face like a pillow face. And you look like you're upset in the whole world. Why I wake up? What a loser I am. I had another 2 hours to sleep. You coming in to ask reward for what? At least we have appearance. We have Sefer Yochasim. We have a book, the Zera Shimshon, that teaches us that in that book they said the only reason we get paid is why? Avraham, Yitzchak, Yaakov. Sefer Yochasim. If this is so, if this is so, I will end with a blessing to all of you. Be'ezrat Hashem, that we're going to accept the Torah. In these holidays, the holidays of Shavuot, we are looking forward to see you. We're going to have a program, all-night programs. You're going to come and enjoy Sunday night from 11:30 until the morning. It's going to be ash, and with food, with meat, with milk, with everything. Baruch Hashem B'leinu. And I'm going to throw another bonus. I know I'm late, but I'm going to give another bonus. What's the bonus? Why do we eat milk in the holidays of Shavuot? Why do we eat? Why do we eat?
We during the Matan Torah, we don't have time to.
Very nice. One answer. Second answer is because Avraham Avinu, when he had hospitality, he gave the angel to eat what? Meat and milk. Beautiful tongue and milk. Chema. Right? Chema is butter. Chema is, Rabbi Shimshon said beautiful. Butter. You know butter? Butter is chema. Chema is milk. And then steaks, kebab. Tomuk with butter. You know tomuk? Tomuk. Right? Tomuk. Yosef expert in tomuk. All the meat that he... See, Baruch Hashem. Some people, they know how to enjoy life. And some people have, how do you call it? Mini steak is the small one. The mini steak, you know. You see the steaks, you know. Where is the steak? Where is the steak? And then they have tomuk. It looks like a missile, you know. This is the reason they call it tomuk. Why? Because when the angel is going to come to Moshe Rabbeinu and said, to give you the Torah, you, the people, the physical, the low life, the one that do not keep anything, I'm going to give you the Torah. They fight with God. And in this moment, the Gemara said, the face of Moshe Rabbeinu changed. And he looked like who? Like Avraham Avinu. And then they're going to look. He said, I'm sorry. I had your hospitality in my house. So I have a little respect. So they're going to start to get... And by the way, can I remind you something? You didn't even, 5 minutes in my house, you didn't even keep mitzvah that 90% of the religious Jews keep. A child that asked you, when you was a child, Yosef, and you want to have no milk, chocolate, banana, I don't know, but milk. What's the first question that you ask your father? Abba, can I eat it because we just ate meat? A child keep basar v'chalav. You, angel, you didn't keep even a basic mitzvah, and you come to teach us how to keep mitzvot. In purpose, you give it to them. You give it to them in order that they're going to fall down. When they fell down, we use it. You know, don't worry. 2,000 years later, he said, come. You come complaining about keeping mitzvot. You came down 5 minutes, you ate meat and milk. That 90% of the Jews do not eat. Do that. At the same time, you put the tomuk with the bottle at the same time. And we eat meat and milk in Shavuot to remind that the reason that we receive the Torah is because of this halakha. The halakha to differentiate it between meat and milk and to wait 6 hours. Wow. This is the bonus. So let's hopefully, Be'ezrat Hashem, going to see you on Sunday. Thank you very much for all of you for making it, making the class of Zera Shimshon. We are looking forward to see you next week. Once again, my name is Rabbi Vaknin, and you are in the BJCC Youth Minyan, the third floor, the place to be. And I approve this message.